Welcome, everyone, to the Plains in Jordan-Hare Stadium, home of the Auburn Tigers, where telling someone War Eagle is just as common as saying hello. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Auburn Tigers offense takes the field to start this game off. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide receiver, and making sure he can't catch the football.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. To the air on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. He's looking to throw it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. They'll run it. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for room. It's Wiley. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Tigers want to crank their tempo. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the Clemson Tigers offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
To the ground with the back. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got him downfield. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Clemson. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Now Well, here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Gets it out quickly. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Tigers are marching down the field. They'll ride the hot hand.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push.
Ball's out. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Now with the 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cook. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
He wants to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Final play of the quarter coming. Quarterback checking off. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 20. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played one period. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll leave it with him. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Field goal is good. And that lead grows even bigger. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Gets it out fast. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Clemson jumps to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Give to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Using the quick game. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. That's caught. It's Riley. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it past the marker. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little moment. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. The handoff to Johnson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Man, what a drive last time for the touch. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown, Auburn. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And they tacked on the extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top on first down. It's complete. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Here comes Clemson with another first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. He's off to the races. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
They'll throw it on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. He makes the connection. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. He's got his man. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
On second down, just keeps firing. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Wants to throw on third down. It's complete to the right. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. He'll throw on third down. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. He wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
These defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. The Tigers in the hurry-up. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Lets it fly. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Line getting set on second down. Defense in press coverage. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Bully ball on third and short. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Clemson! A great catch and run for 6. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Ready to try the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. I know they put up really good numbers on offense, but, David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tighter cutting into that league. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Jet sweep to the receiver. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, the offense stars those plays where they want to get their playmakers the ball, and the defense understands it as well. I got to know when that guy comes in motion, he's a legit threat. They did, and you could tell they pulled the trigger and went and made a nice play.
A strike downfield. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. And the Tigers have their offense in high gear. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
A 3rd and long coming up here. He wants to throw it again. He's right on target. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Auburn lines up quickly. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so much.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together, but the last 2 plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
Quick strike complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Give to the running back. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can... Touchdown, Auburn! And they take it in for 6 more points. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the two-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. So let's see if they can make up for that loss on second down from the 18. He's looking to throw. Fires deep on the run. He's got it down the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw it. He caught it. And he couldn't quite make it in. He's run out of bounds at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Go straight ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Clemson is quick to the line. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Follows a good block there, picks up 3s out to the 9.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
This is an offense that leads the nation in first downs because there's so many different ways they can attack you. They're versatile. They could throw it. They could run it. They've got so much balance, and that's what makes them so hard to stop.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. With the catch, it's Riley. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Running to the left. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Here we go with the run on fourth down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Slings it downfield. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's looking for a man on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bryant. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, talking to the coaches coming to the game, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Makes his connection. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And to get rid of it quickly. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Wide open downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Working that left side now. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Comes out throwing on 1st down. It's complete to the left. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Had to throw it before he wanted. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.